Hi, my name is Josie. I am at the Baskin. I am Yupik. I live in Alaska and I grew up in a village. Now they're called rural communities. The village I grew up in is Kaltag, Alaska. And at the time when I was growing up, there was between 300 and 400 people. But like a lot of, you know, rural areas, people are moving out, moving to bigger communities or cities, for work. But as you get older, you start reflecting. And one of the things I really miss about my village, and it is still home to me, I, I, I love Kaltag. Um, it, it's a beautiful area in Alaska on the Yukon. And, we grew up traditionally. There was stores in our village. There was Co-op and there was Victor store. And, things were expensive. Not as expensive as they are today, but they were still expensive. So I grew up traditional foods like moose meat, uh, beaver meat, different types of fish. My favorite fish is grayling. And it's probably because the way, my grandma, she'd cook it. I'm sure she cooked it like everybody else, but my grandma Anna, when she cooked grayling, it always tasted good. She breaded it, pan fried it, and a lot of times when she cooked it, at least for when I remember, it was just a plain boiled potato, salt and pepper. But and one of my favorite canned vegetables, green beans. Um, I love green beans from the can, not fresh. I think it has to deal with the memories. Um, so uh, you know I I was born in November and close to end of the month, and um, one of the things is, a lot of times my birthday fell on Thanksgiving or around Thanksgiving. So there was sometimes my grandma, she would cook grayling for me. Um, or, well, obviously, for any of us that were in the family, and she'd take grayling out of the freezer and prepare it and cook us dinner. And uh, there was a few, I remember when she'd say, "This is your birthday meal." And I think that's why grayling is my favorite. Um, and it's a less oily fish. It's a freshwater fish. Catch it in the creeks. And so, yeah, one of my favorite. Just like high bush cranberries is my favorite berry. I love Alaska blueberries. I love salmon berries. But uh, again, there's a memory of high bush cranberries. Um, my grandma, my grandpa, we'd get in the boat and go down towards Fish Camp, which was 25 miles below Kaltag. And we'd turn around and we'd spend the day picking berries. And sometimes, we'd spend the night in camp. And a lot of times, especially when I was a teenager, it was just me and my grandpa and grandma. And we'd pick berries and go to fish camp. And grandma would cook dinner. And if we had enough berries, we'd go back up to Kaltag and where we'd prepare the high bush cranberries to make jelly and jam. And so, yes, I just reflecting back on some of the things, the beauty of living in a village, it's simple, traditional lifestyles that you appreciate now when you're older. Living in Anchorage, we don't have that access to moose meat like we used to, or, a lot of different fish. Um, it, you know, unless we go and traditionally and hunt or fish or, berry pick. It's a luxury now. I remember as a teenager, I'd be like, oh my God, we're eating fish again. Oh, I wish we had pork chops instead of moose meat. Now I'm an adult and I seen what I grew up with. Oh, what I'd have anything to have moose roast, moose ribs, you know, dry fish, smoked fish. So, or just the convenience of Alaska blueberries. But hopefully it brings you some memories and makes you think of, you know, your childhood and how you grew up. And now when you're older, you think, oh man, I really miss grandma's potato salad. Or, man, my grandpa, oh, he used to work so hard to provide for us. Or some of the things they taught you. And that's what I'm reflecting on today, is just some of the beautiful memories I have growing up in the village. I hope your day is wonderful, and I hope you enjoy your day, and I look forward to tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye.